Startup Bootcamp Flash Interview. Take 2, Michael Gaiss, this time with the record button on.
Important.
So everything you said was great, but I don't remember anything. Okay, we're here with Michael Gaiss, who's been hanging out on sabbatical, and I wanted to plug 31 Days of Berlin.
Oh yeah,
That was really cool.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I was.
You learned a lot about Berlin.
I've been to Berlin in '85, in 2006, and now 2012 has changed a ton.
Yeah.
So it's been kind of really fun to see that, but also, kind of sticking my finger into the entrepreneurial ecosystem here. Just
so what's your take? What do you think?
I think it's very, very exciting and very, very early still. I think Berlin has some great advantages: low cost of living, low cost of operating. It's a talent magnet. People are coming from all over Europe, from the US. I think in this program, 9 out of the 10 teams are from somewhere outside of Germany, right? And so, to me, there's some strong fundamental advantages that they have right now to draw talent, and it's happening. I think there's, if I go look at the entrepreneurial ecosystems of the world, I think there's only a handful that are destinations. Silicon Valley is a destination, New York City is a destination, and I put Berlin in that category as well, where people are coming, which is huge.
So you're on a sabbatical from Highland Capital,
Yep.
and you were working in schools there.
Yep.
Tell us about that.
Yeah. So I'm on a sabbatical, but I've left Highland. So I wrapped that up just over a month ago. Some of the things I'm kicking around are talent and innovation coming out of universities. So some of the things I did at Highland while in the 13 years I was there was launch entrepreneurial programs like Summer at Highland, which is a student university focused accelerator.
You've done well with that.
Yeah, it's been interesting. It's been 5 years of that, 40 teams. We kind of did it around the philosophy of this would be a great platform to work closely with entrepreneurs when they're young and build relationships. And through the course of that, there's been some successes. I mean, we had Wildfire this summer get acquired by Google for $425 million. We got teams like Cloudflare and Gemvara that have come through there that have raised, each above $30 million and are tracking well. So it's a very interesting model and a great way to work closely with teams when they're young, have impact, and position yourself, if it makes sense from both sides, to possibly team up and invest.
What do you think of the explosion of programs? Everybody calling themselves incubator, accelerator.
Yeah,
do you think it's an issue or
yeah,
not?
well,
I have to take on that.
Yeah, I mean, I was around in '99, 2000 when there were 500 incubators. And when we launched at the time, the Highland Entrepreneur Center in 2001, I think there was only a handful left, right? They had all kind of been wiped out, right? So, I mean, I would be surprised if we don't experience something similar to that at some point. But what does that mean? I think it just means that if you're quality focused, you'll survive. If you're differentiated, if you can figure out a unique value prop that attracts a certain type of entrepreneur that sort of fits your model. I don't think this system can support hundreds, right? But it can definitely support a dozen of what I would call high quality programs and that type of thing.
So what's next for you?
I'm still kicking around some things. So, what really excites me and what I've been passionate over the last 4 or 5 years is working with universities and startups coming out of that, and technical talent coming out of that. And is there a good way to work with that environment and channel that innovation talent into startups that you can work with, and maybe some of them advance to the point where they're fundable and that type of thing, but a nice, safe, entrepreneur-friendly landing platform for entrepreneurs coming out of universities. And then technical talent, huge need for talent in the US. Seems to be a need over here as well for talent, but I know in Silicon Valley right now, the war for talent is just extreme and excruciating. Tech talent. And so, is there a way to really start to channel some of that talent, not so much from the Stanfords and the MITs of the world, but from some of the top technical universities in the US, places like Carnegie Mellon and Cornell and Illinois, where only folks like Google and Facebook and Zynga and Microsoft are recruiting. Why not create a platform there for startups to be able to compete effectively for some of the best talent come out of there? So those are some of the things I'm looking at. I thought I'd make some progress on it over here, but it's been
Ended up
marginal.
drinking beer.
Ended up
and,
drinking beer and
museums.
hitting a lot of museums and walking
Writing a
around
blog
a
every day.
lot. And you know, that blog does take some time. So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, the teams have really enjoyed having you around.
Oh, I really like to thank you and Sophie and the whole team here and everyone for the opportunity to kind of hang and, you know, get to spend a little bit of time with teams, and I think see them develop too. You know, I wasn't here at the beginning, but it's just been fun
I'm
over
going
the
to
last
get you
3
up
or
for
4
demo day
weeks.
again. So there's an open desk open in a couple of days, right?
Then, yeah, starting tomorrow.
Thanks a lot, Michael.
Yeah, thank you, Alex.
All right.
Yeah.